Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Greg Pedrick. I'm the Chief of Police for the DeKalb County Police Department. On Sunday evening, January 4th at approximately 6:53 p.m., officers responded to the report of a shooting in the 300 block of North Stone Mountain Lithonia Road. When officers arrived, they found a young child suffering from a gunshot wound. That child was immediately transported to the hospital and remains in critical condition today. What we know at this point is deeply troubling. A verbal altercation between several individuals outside a nearby gas station resulted in gunfire. During that exchange, a vehicle stopped at traffic was struck by bullets. Inside that vehicle was a young child, a young boy. He was seated in a car seat. He was not involved in the dispute. He was simply riding in the car with his father. His father was not injured. Let me be very clear. This child was an innocent victim. This incident was reckless, senseless, and completely unacceptable. I want to emphasize how quickly this case moved forward. Within a very short period of time, our detectives were able to identify the suspect vehicle and the individuals involved. That progress was driven by strong police work, real-time coordination, and the use of video evidence that helped us rapidly develop investigative leads. As DeKalb County continues to move forward, our digital shield public safety technology will play an increasingly important role in cases like this. The ability to responsibly leverage video, data, and real-time information will allow us to identify suspects faster, reduce investigative timelines, and hold offenders accountable more efficiently. In this case, that work led to a traffic stop on Memorial Drive near North Hairston Road, where all occupants of the suspect vehicle were detained without incident. A subsequent search warrant executed at a residence on Rock Meadow Drive resulted in the recovery of a firearm and additional evidence connected to this investigation. As a result, 3 individuals have been arrested and charged with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. One of these individuals is a juvenile. All suspects remain in custody today. This investigation remains active, and our detectives will continue to pursue every available lead. I want to emphasize, our thoughts and prayers are with this child and his family. No parent should ever have to experience this, and no child should ever be harmed by the careless actions of others. The DeKalb County Police Department will continue to combine strong investigations with modern, accountable technology to keep our community safe. Violence like this will not be tolerated, and those responsible will be held fully accountable. Part of the use of technology, just in the last 30 days, something that we've seen. Over 18 arrests have been made through the use of this new technology. 5 homicide cases have been solved, and 12 other cases have been cleared. That's just in the last 30 days. I want to emphasize, too, that if anyone has information related to this case or any other criminal activity in DeKalb County, as always, we urge you to contact the DeKalb County Police Department or Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm sure most of you know me as Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, the Chief Executive Officer of DeKalb County, Georgia. I'd like to begin by saying thank you to Chief Pedrick. What you heard here today confirms what many individuals within the community already know, that a child was shot in DeKalb County. And this should not happen, ever. As a parent, my heart is with the child as well as the family. No parent should have to experience this kind of trauma. And no family should exist within a community where they cannot feel safe. I want to thank the DeKalb County Police Department as well as our detectives who are standing here with us today. Their actions were swift and thorough, and because of their efforts, 3 suspects are now in the DeKalb County Jail, and we expect them to be held accountable. Today, I want to confirm that if you perpetrate crime in DeKalb County or violence against individuals, we will hunt you down and you will be held accountable. The swift arrest in this case was due primarily to 2 things. Our video surveillance system ordinance that passed in 2020 that requires all gas and service stations, as well as businesses that have been identified as high violent risk, to have mandatory video surveillance. Unfortunately, in DeKalb County, gas and service stations are the #1 locations for violent crimes. Also, this arrest is possible because of the real-time crime center in which you stand today and the use of integrated technology that allows us to move swiftly when we have access to information. I want to also acknowledge our DeKalb County Board of Commissioners for the investment in public safety that has been made here, because it is important that we create safe streets for our residents and for our community members. In DeKalb County, we have made public safety a top priority, and we will continue to be aggressive in our approach to bringing people who perpetrate crime against our community and our citizens swiftly to justice. We are committed to safe streets. Let me say again, thank you to the detectives, to Chief Pedrick, and to our entire Crime Center team for working together to bring forth those who are responsible for this crime, but also to be very cognizant that we are watching and we will be swift in action. Thank you.
Can you tell us where the child was struck?
So we're not accepting questions at this time.
You can't just answer a simple question? I mean,
No, unfortunately, we're not. It's still under investigation, so we won't be answering additional questions.
Okay, it was completely
However,
random.
we will be sending a press release with all relevant information after, as well as the names of the suspects that were arrested. Again, I thank you all for coming. That's all that we have at this time. Thank you.
Do we have like an update on how the child is, though? I think that's important.
We'll be providing all additional information in the release. Thank you guys so much for coming.